This is perfect. Okay, photo. Not you coming in here. This is my picture. Hello rascals and hello stylists. Welcome back into another Infinity Nikki styling video, and this time we are continuing our Sailor Moon styling theme in part 2. I'm not too sure how much further we're going to get into the wheel or if we're going to complete it all. If we do, maybe we can look at some more Sailor Moon characters, but if you are coming in now and you didn't see part 1, which was alive, go ahead and go back and take a look at the Sailor Moon characters that we did get to kind of style Nikki into. There is one that I kind of kept going back and forth on, like, I think I need to redo this one. And I kind of did it offline, so we'll take a look at that first. But before we get into Maryland, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have tuned in and supported my channel. Thank you so much. And if you are here enjoying the vibes, if you're new, if you'd like to become a part of this amazing community, Rise Rascals, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join us when we do our Infinity Nikki lives. And maybe we can do another Rise Rascals Nikki. Who knows? Now let's go ahead, get back into Maryland, and get the wheel out and see who we are going to create next in the Sailor Moon universe. Now, what I've always wanted to do that I keep forgetting to do in my videos is those who come in, if y'all want to be my friend on Infinity Nikki, I'm just going to post this here at the beginning. You have until May 13th before this code expires. But if y'all want to friend me on Pair Pal in Maryland, I'll be sure to accept. I think I can have up to 200. So I have had some people here and there add me. So if you want to, go ahead and I'll add as many people as I can. But let's go ahead and get back into what I wanted to show you before we spin the wheel. Let me get Nikki out. And I kind of wasn't happy at my old Jupiter that I did on live. I get that she was more of like the plant girly, and I kind of did that aspect of her on my live stream, but I was like, I'm not happy. And so I wanted to do more elegant, more like the kimono style, because I know like there have been great artworks of Jupiter in her kimono style, and I think this fits it much more in Jupiter. So this is what I have ideally chosen for Jupiter, and we're just going to quickly go down. I did the Cocoa Dream, which was the same one as the other Jupiter. We changed the dress to Spring Cupola. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hopefully I did that right. I did want to add some pink because Jupiter does have pink in her outfit overall, and I've chose the Floating Shore, which is the recolor. And that's essentially the basic outfit. For the hair, I did want to add some pink flowers in her hair, and I chose the Miss Glow earrings. We went ahead and did the studs. I wish these were pink, but these are the closest representation of Sailor Jupiter. So Pure Blooms, which was the same one. I added some more pink for the flowers on the wrist, and that was the Starlight Submersion. And then I wanted some more pink somewhere in her outfit, so I added this kind of brooch chest accessory filled posy. I think it's posy. I don't know. And then I gave her this cute little bag, which kind of ties in with everything, the floral kind of design, and I think this fits Jupiter a lot more than the other outfit that I had her. I went ahead and did more of a pinky color in the makeup, so we went with Dreamy Ripples. The eyebrows I kind of left as the default Nikki. I didn't want to give so much exaggerated in the eyelashes, so we went with the Like Fireworks. Green contacts with a dainty yellow, but they look more green to me. And the lips, I wanted more of a neutral nude, not over exaggerated dark deep red, because I feel like Jupiter is more of a, natural girl. So I went with Mermaid Ice Bloom. And that is essentially all of the Jupiter outfit. No extra Eurekas like I did with the previous Jupiter. So let's go ahead and take another picture with this new Jupiter and get that on for people to see. So where can we take a picture? I think I had normally went over here.
The sun's coming up.
So I think I'm gonna take a picture kind of over here in this field. Yes, I kind of like this kind of floral. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Can we get like a? The sun's coming up. This is perfect. Okay. Photo. Not you coming in here. This is my picture. Well, we'll just have a little friend with us. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Photo bombing. Okay, we gotta have Jupiter do like a silly pose, like like you're photo bombing me. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, he definitely is taking your. Let's have her look at the camera. Yeah, definitely taking our son's our moment. Thank you. Thank you for taking our moment. But this is going to be my new Jupiter restyle. But if we want to go back, I kind of want to showcase the two that I went back and saved. So let's go back to our outfit changing. So just quickly, for those who have not seen, I did a whole gameplay of the Nikki story using this Queen Serenity kind of outfit, or Neo Queen Serenity outfit, and I just love it, and I've just kept it as is, and just really quickly running down the items that I used. Joyful Echo, Song of the Silver Gale, which is the latest, or whenever you're watching this, I guess, the latest miracle outfit. Socks you can't really see, so I mean, if whatever you decide to choose, but also it's the miracle outfit. Mostly all of this is the miracle outfit. I just added on the I think the earrings are also the miracle outfit. Everything is essentially the set. I just changed the hair and added the Eureka. Now, the next one is going to be the tuxedo mask one, which I did on the previous live. So let's go ahead and pull that up. And I am just absolutely in love that this is what I came up with. I was super excited, and I think a lot of the Rascals viewers enjoyed this tuxedo mask kind of styling. And I think I'm going to keep it in my sets as long as I can. But if you want to see the actual items that went into this, go back to part 1 of the Sailor Moon styling. So let me go ahead and get out the wheel and see who we are going to get next. Okay, so I did add Wicked Lady to the spinner because if you've seen in my previous videos, I did create a Wicked Lady kind of styling, and I wasn't happy about it. And now that I've gotten more items, I kind of want to test that out to see if I can make it more accurate to a Wicked Lady styling. So that's why I added her in, but everybody else is back in from the previous video that we did not get a chance to. So let's go ahead, spin the wheel, and see who is our lucky next Senshi or villain. And I just added them. It's a Wicked Lady. Okay, so that is going to be perfect. So let me go ahead, and I'm probably going to fast forward this, cut it out, because it may take some time for me to do all the styling, but I'll go to the end to show y'all and cut it here to give you what exactly I created with each of these. Okay, so I created the new and refined Wicked Lady, and I am so happy. I love it way more than the other one. Just giving y'all a full 360. I feel like it matches the aesthetic way better than the previous one I had. She's giving that boss bee attitude. So really quick, just going down the list that we have Guardian's Oath. We have the Troubles Dissolved outfit, which was the free dress that we got, I believe. Then I have the Tease Wisp. And then socks, I went with Traces of Past. Shoes, I went with Path of Sorrow. And then the hair accessory, I went with this because she has a dark moon. And I kind of wanted to give that aesthetic somewhere on her. And unfortunately, we don't have that in Infinity Nikki. So I went with the Chasing Petals, which kind of gives that. And I was like, that'll do. Earrings, I went with Blazing Scorch. I was also in between this one here, the Batwing. They both look really good with her, but I think the simplicity makes this outfit tie in a little bit more. Necklace, I went with the Amid the Storm? Amid the Storm. And then the Violet Phantom Choker. Gloves, we went with Dancing Flames. And then I wanted to add the plushie because the Luna P ball, come on. Chibi Moon going into Wicked Lady, Luna P was also there, so why not pay like some kind of homage to Luna P? So I did with the Lost in Doubt. I think for the most part, the black one suited the best. And then makeup, I went for the Rosy Shadow, which gave more of a darker kind of eye tone. And then I left the default eyes there, but I wanted big dramatic lashes, so the Fogbound shade, pink eyes, the Fury Dusk, a dark lip, which I really love these graceful curves that come with the kind of Joker set. Really good. And then I had to add some Eurekas, which definitely give a more villainy vibe, and I went with the Void Hunt head, which we have the kind of thunder going on in the back. I just love it. And then the gloves kind of cut very sharply here. So I think the use of this meteorite hand breaks it out a little, and it doesn't stand out as a sore thumb as it did before. And then the feet, I use the Dream Waltz, and that gives more of a, I just like it because we have feathers falling and then this actual kind of red villainy kind of thing going on in the bottom, like where she steps, she's a boss, you know, because that's how Wicked Lady was in the anime. But let's go ahead and take a picture with her. Okay, so this is the photo that I just ended up taking for Wicked Lady, and I'm just like super excited. So if you see it out, if you see the hourglass out in Maryland, go ahead and hit that like button. But that is the photo here that I've chose at the Queen's Palace. Hey, so let's see what is next. I'm actually gonna save this outfit and find another spot because I actually really love this one. So let me find another spot really quick. Okay, so I did find another spot. I actually probably need to rename this because this spot was specifically for my sets that I liked that Nikki came out with. But since the sets are easy to equip, I can just click on them and they'll be there. So that's why I decided to free up that space. Let's see who our next Sailor Moon character is. Another evil person? Queen Beryl. Okay, so we got the villains out of the way here. So let me see what we could do with Queen Beryl. Okay, Queen Beryl. Some like red, longish hair, if we can find that. Okay, so this is what I ultimately went off of. And now hear me out, you guys. Hear me out. So I kind of went with the aesthetic of Queen Beryl before her becoming evil. So if you recall in the manga and also in the anime that we saw kind of like this aesthetic of Beryl before she became evil. So I kind of went with this kind of, how would you say, like a maiden look. Very simple. She did have, now, just pretend that these kind of streamers aren't in her hair. There's not a lot of red, purpley, longer hair color, so this is what I went with. But I think overall this is kind of like a mesh between the two of Queen Beryl in her ultimate villain era, and then like that's kind of why I put this Eureka in the back. This is kind of like showing that the evil is coming out, and this is just before her. So I kind of meshed the two together, and that's kind of what I went for when I was doing this outfit. So I think the look I'm going for, I got it. But let me know. Let me know if you want to see like the evil Queen Beryl version, maybe in another upload. But I went with this before Queen Beryl was evil. So that's kind of where I went with this. I'm not too sure where I can take a picture of her at, so let me find a spot and let's take a picture. I kind of feel like this would be a good spot, but before I do, I forgot to go over what outfits I picked, and it's very simple. It's not a lot. So I went with Lingering Slumber, I went with Blossom Dance, and then for shoes, I went with the Dancing Branches. For hairpiece, hair accessories, I did the same thing with the forehead kind of accessory, which is Chasing Petals. Earrings went very, very simple. Queen Beryl didn't have very exaggerated earrings anyways. So I kind of went with these ones. There were other options that I was going to choose, like these ones, but that was kind of more oceanic. And then there's a few that could have worked with her, but I think overall this one worked the best. But I think the other one I was between was also this one. This works with it. I think the only reason I think I went with the other one is because they were more simpler. I also was gonna do this one and I was like, that's too dramatic. But I think this one was more simple for Beryl in her kind of civilian era. So I went with those. And then for necklace, very simple because she did kind of have a necklace like this, and it was the Guardian pendant. And that is pretty much it. Makeup, I went with Words Unspoken. Eyebrows, Dreams Trajectory. The First Journey for eyelashes, Illusory Night Light. I was thinking of this one because it's more like villainy, like I was thinking about that, like she was gonna come out and that kind of like shows that she's becoming a villain, but I went more with this because I think she's not yet villainy in this aspect that I'm trying to portray. And then I went for a kind of subtle lip, which was the light tangerine. And then of course, like I mentioned, I used the Void Hunt, kind of showing the evil on its way to take over her. If you get the story, that's kind of what I'm going for. So let's go ahead and see if we can kind of get like a worried kind of expression on her and take a picture. I think this is actually good. Like she's kind of like staring out to like what she's gonna ultimately do. Like she's contemplating right now in between the transition between the evil villain kind of thing, and then we got like the S-lings in the background. I like it. I like it. This is my Beryl. This is my Beryl before she was evil. And I know I keep saying it, but let me know what you think. I think it's unique in the styling aspect, because if you were to think of Beryl, you would automatically be like, oh, you're gonna style her into the evil Queen Beryl. And not everybody thinks about before she was evil. Okay, anyways, that was Beryl. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. All right. So we got the villains out of the way. Now we can finally go on to a Senshi. We're going to Sailor Moon? Okay. I think we're gonna do civilian Sailor Moon, and I think I know exactly what to pick for her. So let me see how fast I can get this one in. Okay, so this is what I ultimately decided on for my Usagi schoolgirl uniform. Okay, I know this is not her uniform, her like actual schoolgirl uniform. Just imagine it's pink though, instead of, just imagine the original was pink and not the blue one. But when the dyeing feature comes out, hopefully I can make it more accurate. So anyways, I did go with the Joyful Echo. Let's look at it at a different lighting too for everybody. I think the darkness, you can probably see it better. But I went for, of course, the signature Usagi hair. I went for the Joyful Forever. We went for Hoppy Berries for the skirt. Bittersweet Memory for socks. Brown Footprints for the shoes. And then for the hair accessory, I kind of wanted to pay homage to the bunnies. So I went for the Twinkling Refractions for the hair, because it kind of is like bunny ears, and Usagi is bunny in English. So I went for that. The earrings, I kind of went for more like kid teen kind of vibe, so I didn't want something over exaggerate, so I chose these earrings, which are the Starry Dreams, which kind of coincides with Usagi. I included a watch because she's always late and she needs a watch, and it's broken. As you can see, the handles are not going. So that's why she's always late. And then for handheld, actually for chest accessory, I kind of wanted to give homage to like her transformation brooch. So I just went ahead and put in the Echo of the Past. And that kind of tied the colors together. So I picked that one. I'm curious what the other ones look like with it. I mean, you can interchange them both. But I think this one looks the best. And then for handheld, I went for the Uniform Companion because, of course, she's late and she's got her bag. Makeup, I went very, very minimal with her makeup. So eyebrows, I did flame tracks, eyelashes toward the mountains. But I mean, you know what? I think it looks better without it because Usagi didn't really wear makeup. She's a younger girl, so I don't really see the point of the exaggerated lashes. So I'm gonna keep it off. Eyes, I just put the blue eyes that she had, and I think this actually looks more like her. It's better that way. This is giving the innocent Usagi kind of style. So I think I'm gonna do that. No lip makeup, no anything else. So I think overall this is good. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a like she's late stance, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Let's see. So she's crying because she's late for school, and she's a crybaby, so it's crybaby Usagi. So you know what? I think this is perfect. Crybaby Usagi. Late again for school. This is perfect. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see who we have next. I don't think we're gonna be able to get everybody, so oh, okay, it might have to be a three-parter for this. So let's see. I kind of want, oh, we're gonna go for Pluto. This is gonna be a challenge. Okay, let's see what we can do Pluto in. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this has been hard for me because there's nothing really for Pluto. Like this hair is too light, and they don't have another like really long green color. So I went with Vibrant Gold Vines. I think this is the closest color to her hair, this one. But like, that doesn't really match her aesthetic to me. And then I just couldn't find anything outfit-wise. I've been taking too long on it, so I just went with the black dress. Kind of went for a gown instead of like civilian look. Or like outer look, or I couldn't find anything also with her Senshi outfit. So this is kind of where I went, because with her gown look in like pictures, it's just black. So I went with a black dress. Then I went with the rainbow glow. I was gonna do this one to add some purple into it, but it doesn't match this bow piece. And I wanted to give more of to the dress. So I went with that one. Socks, I went with Enchanting Dark Cloud with some simple, elegant shoes, in my opinion. Starry Tango. Then for earrings, I wanted to add some purple in there. So I went with the Twinkling Stars. I wanted to still add purple in here, and this kind of gives a hint of purple, but it's black. I wanted to do this one, but it just doesn't match. Maybe this, but I don't know. I don't like the gold clashing with the black. I don't like that. But it looks good like that, but I'm just gonna go with the choker. With the Silver Oath. Gloves, I went with Entwined Fingertips. And then for the bow, I went for the Dim Dream, because I wanted to exaggerate the dress a little bit. I didn't want to do Pluto dirty and not have extra with her. I mean, that looks okay, I guess. She is a simple person, I believe. So, but I just wanted to add more, and I think that bow just added extra. Makeup wise, I'm happy with. I went with Moment of Bloom. Eyebrows, Mysterious Night. Lashes, Toward the Mountains. I didn't have really the color eyes that I wanted for Pluto, so I just went with Illusory Nightlight. Lips, she had like a dark lip, and I was going between the Pink Cloud and this one, the Bittersweet Thoughts. But looking at pictures, this kind of seemed to fit a little bit more. And of course, Pluto has a darker skin tone than the other Senshi, so I went with the shade in the middle, Twilight Reflections, to give that overall vibe. But I think for the most part, this is the best I could do with Pluto. I'm hoping that more outfits in the future, I can make it better, but I think for now, this is it. Let's see if I can find a place for her to take a picture. So we're gonna have Pluto here, waiting, just waiting for her time for love. It's her time. It's her time. Okay. I really wish there was a darker hair. Let's get some light in here. I feel like that's better. I think that's what we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna give our girl Pluto. She's gonna have her moment. She needs somebody to come get her. Go on, Pluto. I feel so, this is, I don't like it, but okay, it is what it is. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop with Pluto, because that leaves us 4 of the Senshi left. I'm a little upset with that. Let me go back to my other one. Let's go oh. Well, I'm happy with our Wicked Lady. So, you know what? Let's go back to Wicked Lady. And let's go to her castle. To where we can end this video. And just forget about a little bit of some of that styling. Let's go here so we can close this video out. Okay, so that was part 2 of the Sailor Moon styling. I would say my proudest is going to be the Wicked Lady restyling. I'm very happy with that. The other ones, I'm okay with. Hopefully in the future there'll be more outfits that I can actually get closer to restyling these Sailor Moon characters with. I'm a little sad with the Pluto one, but let me know if you liked it. I don't know. For me, I needed more Pluto-esque stuff because I felt like I was just limited with her. I really liked the Usagi one. That one was a good one. I think I might use that in the future for some other gameplay or just lollygagging around in Maryland. But yeah, that'll be my styling video for part 2 of the Sailor Moon Infinity Nikki styling. Stay tuned for part 3. It might be a live, might be an upload, who knows. And as always, thank you for coming in. And I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye, out.